How's it going, peeps? Time for a pre-show plug. Special shout out to JTech with his P-Talk web series talking about everything wrong with Queensland public transport. It's kind of like a dialed down Rail Renegade. However, it's not less important than Rail Renegade. We're both on pretty much the same level, except I'm only covering trains. He's covering buses, trains, ferries, dogs, cats, tourists, everything. So, check subscribe to P Talk. JTech in the comments, I'll put a link to his very first video just to help him kind of grow because he wants, for lack of a better word, he wants to be in the same sort of area as I am, with constant sort of comments asking what they want to see in the next episode, about what they want to know about, what needs to be said, yada yada. So with this all done, this concludes my channel plug. Feel free to subscribe to JTech, Rail Trail Queensland, Bottom Low, everything like that. Alright, to the episode we go. Okay, so I'm speaking like a robot in this one? Okay, alright.
Welcome to Rail Renegade Episode 4.
Ooh, it's been a month. It's been a fresh as fuck month. Holy crap. So I'm fresh back from the city. About, 9 hours ago. I was in Brisbane City attending a concert in which I'm still suffering from because I still can't hear shit. News? We have a little news. We have a little bit of news. First off, I'd just like to say thank you. Thank you very much for all of your questions that you've been sending through on the last video I put up as a template for what I'm going to be answering today. Love you all. Love you all so much. Fucking big high fives all around. I swear to God, fucking all yours. Now, first things first, I just want to clarify. Rail Renegade is not entirely future events. No. Rail Renegade is mainly a monthly recap. However, if we have future events, we're going to stick them in there. Now, that being said, I'm not that boring. I'm not going to do modern shit all the time. If I get future news, I'll put it in there. Don't you worry. Rightio. Off to start. Let's see. What's first on the menu? Ah, yes. Who could forget? SMU's 202 and 204 have gone up to Maryborough for their, what seems to be a refurb. 202 is currently all finished up. She's ready to go. 204 is still getting some bits and pieces done. Should be back in service, say, January, February next year. It doesn't take that long to resurface the train. The ARHS steam train tour to Biggs Camp has been cancelled. Bushfires. Next one is supposedly January, February as well. So there goes that $80 I paid for that ticket. All good though. Fires are bad. Tickets are good. Fires are bad. You get the gist of it. Now, because there's really not much news out here, what I'm going to do is going to open up my trusty phone. And now we are going to start answering all of your questions. Alrighty, starting from top. That voice break though. Starting from top, we've got Techno Tom from 5 days ago. I remember once getting an IMU 100 series that had a blue interior. Is that still a thing? If so, what number is it? I'm not entirely sure about blue interior. I do know there's an IMU with a green sort of seashell print on the seats. That would be IMU 105. As for blue, not too sure. If it does exist, I'll let you know. As of right now, I haven't seen any other IMUs with different interiors other than 105, which has the same seat covers as the ICE do, the same seashell print. So if I do see that, I'll let you know. If it doesn't exist, I'll also let you know. Whatever happens, I'm still letting you know. We have a bulk set from Ace Gamer 2009 from roughly a week ago. What are your favourite trains? Well, I like me some EMU ICE units because they're fucking traction motors. Holy crap. Their traction motors are really nice. You get that really nice whine through it. You just love them. Are you mad of NGRs? No, but yeah, but no, but yeah. the thing that pisses me off about the NGRs is that they've made train spotting in the suburbs really boring, because like 95% of trains that show up is going to be an NGR, and with the grey freaking metal and shit with no livery on it, looks so boring. You're just like, wow, it's a train, cool. So if they double down on the NGRs and got rid of half of them and bring back some of the older units in Maine, that would be great. Question 3 from Ace Gamer 2009 a week ago. Are you going to say goodbye to the ice when it's retired? Who isn't? The ice is freaking legendary. If the ice unit goes and I don't get to say goodbye to it when it retires, I'm going to be kicking myself for the 75 plus years I have left. They didn't do anything for the 40th anniversary of wires under, for Queensland Rail electric trains and stuff like that, which is not that big of a deal. I think 50 will be a really big one, but 40 not so much. Although we are saying goodbye to all the EMUs that are coming and going, because the most recent sets that were retired were like 19 and 23. So it's not really an easy target, that one. Final question. Can we meet one day if you're okay with that? Dude, come on. It's me, your friendly neighborhood newsman. Honestly, if I'm not working, I'll chuck a message on Instagram, put it up on my story, say, hey, I'm not working, I'll be here, and skedaddle down and see me. I'm not afraid to meet new people. Like, honestly, it's why I'm doing this, so we can meet a whole bunch of people who have the same sort of likes and dislikes as we do. Like, yeah, trains, no NGRs. But around the gist of it, I don't bite, except for Mondays. Watch out, they're sharp. Lawson Greensill from a week ago, he says, aside from trains, what are your other passions? Wow. As you can see from my other videos, I really like, videography, like editing and making something fresh and new. I also like, as you've seen from my older videos, yet again, I really like setting music to the time of videos. So it really brings forth a theatrical sort of vibe to it. I'm also an avid collector of really rare things. Like, I've got a big freaking blue Banyo train sign from QR back when they were first a thing, hanging up on my wall. And yeah, if it's trains, I'll collect it. Like Queensland trains, I know bugger all about New South Wales trains, and that's really pissing a couple people off. But this is what happens when you're only in Queensland for however long you've been alive for. I lost count. It's CQ Trains and Stormwatcher says from 1 week ago, when is the rest of the EMUs getting scrapped but not 01 and 04? Well, the EMUs don't have a specified date of scrapping. You just kind of show up and it's by chance. However, 01 and 04 are probably not going to get their blue refurbishment as of yet, because the Ipswich workshop staff having a Hydra sort of situation with the EMUs. Like, you finish stripping 1, 2 more appear. You finish those 2 and you get another 4. So they're going to be backed up until about 2022, until all the EMUs are taken out of service and they're all been stripped and stuff like that. Again, as of dates, not entirely sure. You just show up, see what happens, and if something looks a little bit suspicious, like temporary fencing or big freaking metal blue storage bins, that's when you come back. They usually do scrappings on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And it's... last scrapping I saw was, I think it was the first carriage of 02 and the middle and dog box end of 73. And they put EMU 10 in the way to try and stop us from getting photos, although it didn't quite stop us. We have some from coming soon. I have got a few. Buckle up, boys. When will the ice trains be scrapped? I love them a lot. Funny thing you mentioned that, because on a Saturday round to Roma Street on an ice, we had a bit of a chat to the driver of the train, and he's a lovely bloke. He was ready to answer all of our questions. He says the ice units aren't going anytime soon, unless they have a major fault. Like, I'm talking major fault as in the freaking bogey slips off and the thing side rails the bloody pylon. Not like the other day when one of the ice units bloody T-boned a Skippy out of nowhere. We're talking major fault, like train debilitating fault. So, ice trains aren't going to be scrapped for a while. The one in Ipswich is being used as a donor, for lack of a better word. It's just getting parts in, keeping the other ones in service. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere anytime soon. When the time comes, off goes the scrapper. So, I'm going to be looking out for that one. Favourite QR unit? Will you be posting more info on QR scrapping? It feels like you have so little faith in me. Nah, just kidding. But, yeah, I'll be posting more info on QR scrapping. I mean, it's me. I'm the workshops man. I go to and from workshops like 3-4 times a bloody week. Well, I used to before I got a job, but I've got other people who can relay some information to me. Like, for example, EMU 10 has had its windows popped out. That's it. Boring, I know, but 10 though, not 10. And then, yeah, so I got people who can give me information. So if there's a scrapping going on, I'll get them to take some photos for me as I'm going to be working. So let's just say that me reporting my own information is going to probably stop. However, I've got people who are willing to give me information I can put onto this thing. So I hope that really answers your question in detail without me rattling on too much. Favourite QR horn? Will Heineman from a week ago. Hey, Will, how's it going? Seems like a cliche question, but what actually got you into trains? Good question. So, what actually got me into trains was when I was really young, say about 5 years old. Mum used to take me to the Queensland Museum down at South Bank all the time, and we used to take the train, because driving in the city was still horror. So I guess, in a way, going on a train every weekend for at least 5 years kind of stuck. And then I used to sit at train stations and watch the trains go by, because I didn't have any recording apparatus, which was a really big dick move on my behalf, because I missed a lot of really good shit, like the Bronco livery on city trains. I'm still kicking myself over that. But yes, 5 years of Queensland visits, and museum visits, and I'm still going strong. I've gone from watching trains go by to hosting a reliable service that is not copy-pasted from QRig. Yeah, I know who yous are, right? Thinking you're funny and all, saying a post Kaufman from... No. That's a fucking hiding for that one. Santa Cat Plays 2 says, hi RTQ, just wondering how you get permission to go in the yard where the EMUs are sitting. If you want to be technical, very technical, I'm not going in the yard. I'm actually outside the yard. I'm on a section of land where the developer has given me permission to stand. And he's like, yeah, you can sit there, do the trains, stuff like that, just don't kick up the grass or anything like that, because we're going to be building stuff on there. I was like, yeah, no problem. So I'm actually standing on a patch of empty land, much to the Ipswich staff's protest, because they can't really do anything about it. And that's how I get my photos of the emu. Sometimes, if I'm feeling extra brave, I'll go down and take a photo through the fence along the track that's hardly ever used. So stick your phone into the hole, see what happens. Those holes were there before I got there. Nice try, people. And that's pretty much how I get my comments. My comments. Holy crap! I can't even speak today. What the hell?
Time has come for the final send-off. My name is Rail Queensland, bidding you all farewell. This marks the end for Rail Renegade. We've had a lovely 4 months. Unfortunately, it's just time to go. We've got no more room left. We've got nothing else to do. We've got dying technology. And we just gotta go. So one final time, for the sake of the human race, I am Rail Queensland, bidding you for the last time, farewell.
I can see Zeus in the architecture. In the architecture. In the architecture. In the architecture. I can see Zeus in the architecture.
soon.